Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to your December 2024 full body healing session. In this session, I will be doing a full body scan, any balancing in areas that are necessary, and passing along any intuitive messages that I might receive during this session. To get the most out of your energy healing session, my recommendation is for you to lie down in a comfortable position. But good time to do this is before you go to bed. While you are receiving the energy work, notice if you are feeling any sensations through your five senses, whether it is in the body, maybe you are seeing imagery, maybe even thoughts that might pop into your head, any smells or even any tastes. If you cannot lay down, it's okay. You can just play this video at any other time and you will still receive the benefits of this healing session. And before we get started, I am going to clear your energy space with Palo Santo. This white rug represents a space where I will connect with you. You see crystals here that represent your chakras. Just clearing the energy of the space to prepare to work on you. I am setting the intention that this work will be for your highest good. Go ahead and scanning the body, starting with the crown chakra. Crown chakra, which is connection to divine, it feels pretty strong. Third eye is active. Third eye is strong, but also active. It feels like there's some energy that's shooting up into my hands right now. Shows that there's a lot going on in your mind. Preoccupied with some problem solving. I'm going to go ahead and clear some of that. Starting to feel a little bit more balanced, a little bit more warm, and that's my signal that a chakra is balanced when it is warm. Scanning the throat chakra. And the heart. The throat chakra seems a little inhibited. Shows that maybe you're not communicating as much as you feel comfortable, as much as you might need to. Sensing that there's some emotional residue here. The throat is like the top of the throat of the heart chakra. And oftentimes, if there is a buildup of emotions in the heart, and if it's not expressed out through the throat, it's kind of like a jar that's been filled with water, and it's very full. And the neck of the jar is the throat chakra. And so when we don't express the emotions that we have in the heart, And it's as if the water in the belly of the jar gets very full. So to clear out the water in the jar, we need to allow it to come out through the throat or the mouth of the jar. So just letting yourself express those emotions. And that could mean talking to a friend. It could just mean for yourself acknowledging how you're feeling in the moment. It could mean maybe even crying to release some of the grief or the stress. And I'm just clearing this right now for you. And as I'm working, I'm feeling a female energy show up for you. And this female energy, it feels like either a mother or a grandmother. Maybe some of you are grieving someone that has passed. I'm feeling a lot of love from this female energy. And the message that she's giving me is that she loves you very much. And to not be so hard on yourself. That you're doing the best that you can. Remember that she's always with you. And she's helping to guide your way. And to look out for signs from her. And that you will know what those signs are. Moving on to the solar plexus. Energy in the solar plexus feels inhibited. Feels a little bit weaker than the others. And the solar plexus is the chakra of self-empowerment. It is the chakra of your purpose, your soul purpose, and the ability to execute on it. And what this is telling me right now is that in some area of your life, you're feeling disempowered. Maybe some of you are feeling a little bit lost in terms of what your purpose here is. And the message here is that you actually know. And trust your intuition. To not let the people around you discourage you. Sometimes we grow up in an environment where our intuition is not valued, maybe even sometimes pushed down by others, or maybe even ridiculed. This is asking you to tap back into that gift of knowing. And to recognize that all those negative judgments or the beliefs regarding your gifts, those were put onto you and those are not your own. And that there's nothing to be ashamed of for having these really powerful intuitive gifts. To not be afraid to tap back into those and to follow the promptings of those intuitive messages that you might be receiving. Intuition is one of the most powerful gifts that we have. And for those who are not as tapped in, maybe the people around us who have not yet connected with their own intuition, sometimes they don't understand and they judge, they disbelieve, they might even tell you that it's evil. But trust in the goodness of the universe. That you have only received what is good and what is beneficial. Your intuition is actually a superpower that can be used to help yourself and to help others and to elevate humanity. Moving on to the sacral, center of creativity. Your sacral chakra is a lot stronger than your solar plexus. Sacral chakra is the center of creativity, ability to enjoy life. So this shows that you have a strong ability or capacity for both of those things, for creativity and the enjoyment of life. However, it does show that you haven't really been able to express that as much as you would like. So what this is telling me is that it would be beneficial for you to set aside some extra time to enjoy life, even if it's a very simple thing like getting your favorite cup of coffee, eating a good meal, walking by the beach, maybe allowing some space and time for your creativity. That might mean making something, maybe coloring a mandala book, or maybe making jewelry. Anything that you feel creatively called to. Bringing something into this world that only you can. Bringing in something to this world with your creative mark, your unique mark. Moving to the root chakra. It's your center of stability. And this has to do with anything with survival. So your job, your home, your relationship with your parents, so your primary relationships. And it's showing that it's actually pretty balanced. It feels warm on the bottom. There is a slight layer of what I call prickliness, so a little bit of anxiety around some superficial things, but for the most part, it feels like most of your basic needs are being met. Scanning the legs now. The right leg represents the father, and the left leg represents the mother. And now I'm feeling a male energy coming in. And some of you have had a conflicted relationship with your father. I'm feeling that there is this desire for a relationship with your father. And sometimes he could have been very loving, but other times very frightening. And so there was this mix of love and fear when you were growing up. And some of you are still trying to make sense of that relationship. The male energy showed up, but then he left before I could ask him for a message, so. Moving on to the mother, the left leg. And with the mother, it feels like a lot of conflict. A lot of verbal conflict. Helping to clear some of that energy. For some of you, the relationship still is very challenging. And for some of you, you're choosing to keep your distance, and sometimes that's necessary in order to maintain a healthy relationship. And in that distance, you're able to get a little bit more perspective. And with that distance, you'll be able to heal and get stronger. And once you get stronger, then you'll be able to reconnect with your mother in a healthier fashion. Check the bottoms of your feet. I'm going to stay here at your feet for a bit. As I'm at your feet, some of you might be feeling tingling at your head. So what I'm doing now is acting as your grounding cord, your energetic grounding cord. And just like grounding cords in real life, it helps to just disperse the energy down into the earth. So I'm doing the same thing for you. So there were some chakras that had excess energy, primarily the third eye. The crown area also had a lot of excess energy. So I'm just drawing that energy down. And the energy will travel through my hands, through my own body, down into the earth. And I'm feeling a lot of it drain out right now, so I'm just going to stay here. And what this is telling me also is that a lot of you would benefit from going out into nature, particularly going to the beach, walking along the beach. And if the beach is not accessible to you, walking where there are trees. You don't necessarily have to be barefoot, but you do want to try to get into those areas where there's water or trees. If you can walk, that's going to help to discharge a lot of this excess energy in the head. And if you can't get to either of those, then taking a shower or taking a bath, allowing the water to wash away any excess energy. I'm feeling energy a lot in the right leg. It's starting to die down. It's draining out. much better, a lot more balanced. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slowly going to close up. I am wrapping you in a cocoon of golden light, setting the intention that this golden light will protect you, will continue to do the work that we started this session. Closing the session now. All right, I hope this work will continue to be helpful for you. If you liked this and it was helpful, please like and subscribe. I will be posting monthly videos for each zodiac sign in coming months. Thank you, and sending you all the love and all the light.